Now, for you, what are the best and worst things about being your own boss?
The best thing is you collapse the working day regime. So you find yourself being a hobbyist worker because you can work when you need to work. I have no shame that I'll work on weekends, but I have no shame on other days I won't work during the week, and I've got that freedom to do what I want to do and shape my own destiny. Or one can shape their own destiny. So that's the best thing in the world. The worst thing about being your own boss is loneliness, genuinely, because you've got nowhere to go if you're not careful. You are the absolute zenith of that business. And if it ain't working for you, it ain't working for everyone else. And you don't have that support mechanism of lots of colleagues who can, moan about their boss being you. You are that person. So, kind of loneliness and mental well-being, is a very important thing. And it's hard, when you're starting a business because you're passionate about what you're doing, but it's so important and gets so ignored to put perspective around what you're doing and have that ability sometimes to walk away from it. Just stop, just take a breather, get some perspective, come back, start again. And that's been the worst thing, over all of the years. And again, small stories about our life together in the entrepreneurs. We both saw it when the pandemic came along. We were all locked down. All of our fellow entrepreneurs in the company, we were all locked down, and suddenly we were all physically very lonely because we were all like social souls and trying to live that online. And we because of the company, we found that lovely support mechanism to help each other through that. But it was amazing to me, how quickly, all of us suffered from that. And I won't hold myself away from that. I got probably in some of the worst mental places I got during that time. And I've been in this half of my adult life. So, so that, it's a lonely ride. And anyone listening to this call that's starting their own business must see that fragility sits out there, and do the obvious thing. Get mentors around you, get people around you that you can share that experience with, get in a community of other like-minded people. I mean, a great thing about starting a business now is any amount of entrepreneurial communities and networks that are out there from really early stage concept right through, getting into bigger businesses. So, from startup to established, there is a community for you. There are people doing the same stuff as you. Don't take pride in there, just go with them, see with these people, share the experience, and it takes that loneliness away, and it gives you that lovely vibrancy back to the nice things about running that business.